IRGC Aerospace Force has published footage of its ballistic missile launches targeting U.S. military sites in Kuwait and Bahrain this morning in retaliation for U.S. military strikes on Iranian ports and piers. Tensions continue to escalate in the Gulf following recent attacks on commercial shipping in the Strait of Hormuz. Atul Ranjan is with us on this story. Atul, fresh IRGC footage has been released. Talk us through these visuals.
Well, yes, fresh attacks by IRGC in some of the U.S. bases areas following what we saw U.S. targeting some of the southern coast bases near, a Strait of Hormuz of Iran, and we saw some of the Bandar Abbas and, Kharg Island areas being attacked. Some of these areas are key strategic areas of Iran, and they came on attack by the U.S. missiles, and post which obviously that was not received well with the Iranian authorities, where we saw Iranian Foreign Minister Abbas Araghchi as well as the leader in the as well as the speaker in the parliament, in fact, criticizing Trump and U.S. for violation of the peace deal. And now we are seeing a counterattack. In fact, the speaker of the parliament, the Iranian parliament, warned U.S. of a counterattack and counterattacking measures that will be benefiting to U.S. And that we are seeing right now reports emerging that, the U.S. bases in several of the Middle East regions have been targeted by Iranian missiles. And that clearly marks an escalation when it comes to the confrontation that has been ongoing between the two countries. And all of this obviously coming after the statement by U.S. President Donald Trump, who said that these people, these Iranian people, are vicious people, and he's certainly not, binded by any sort of peace deal. So clearly throwing the peace deal as a talk that was supposed to, be carried forward for a permanent peace deal to dustbin President Trump. And that fallout of that statement, we are seeing this attack by Iranian.
All right, Atul, thank you for joining us.